What is up, bro? I've been thinking about this idea of trying to do like this unedited long form content videos, and the way I thought I should make it like more pop out was by wearing this and with a hoodie on. I might still have some videos with this on, but if I have the like hood on, you'll know it's unedited, it's not scripted. It will be just me talking. So if you want to see these types of videos, you will know what to look out for. But in the future, of course, winter is coming, so I will maybe wear this in other videos as well. But if you see the hood on, you will know it's these types of videos. And today I just had this idea. Like, do you ever just feel like disappearing? Do you ever just feel like taking a step back from everything and just disappearing, not responding to anybody, ghosting everybody, and just being alone on your path? Just focusing on only a few goals that will help you get like, that will achieve, how do I fucking say this? That will help you get better at the most important goals. So, like, you want to make money. That doesn't mean you should reply to people on WhatsApp. That doesn't mean you should reply to your friends that invite you to go partying. You have a goal. You want to get better physique, for example. You want to have a better physique. You need to go to the gym. That means focusing only on that. That means saying no to partying, saying no to hanging out after school. And there's like something beautiful about disappearing, you know? You have nobody to respond to. You have all of your brain power to give to something meaningful, to something that you choose, specifically something that you choose. So it's not like you feel the need to respond to the reels your friend sent you because you're like a monk mode. I think it's kind of like a monk mode, you know? You don't have to respond to these people. You might have some people that you talk to daily and you tell them, yo, for a while I want to disappear and focus on something else. And you can kind of just tell them that. But besides this, just ghosting everybody. Ghosting everybody for like 6 months and coming back stronger than ever. Coming back more successful with more money, with a better physique, with your goals crushed. And the more I'm speaking about this, the more I realize it's like a monk mode. It's genuinely a monk mode. But the way I see monk modes is that you just do work all day, you don't respond to anybody, you get your head shaved, and you just work. But the way I see like this disappearing thing is you still go to school. If you go to work, you still go to work, but you're just not social. You act off in a sense. You go to school, you don't respond to anybody. In school, you're not social, but you still talk with people. You're just kind of that weird kid that sits in the corner, and then in school you don't socialize at all. I mean, yeah, I still could socialize, but you get home from school, like you go directly home. You don't stop for drinks. You don't stop to eat anything. And the way I fascinate about this is just commuting. You know how like driving in the night feels like. I don't have a license, but you see the videos like moody, like it's raining, it's night, you're in a car, it's like 11 p.m. and you're driving on a like empty road, and it's just you, music, your thoughts, and the empty road. I mean, that vibe. I want to get that vibe. I have that vibe from disappearing. I don't have the same vibe about monk mode or anything, but I have that vibe. So you end school, you go directly home, and like on the path home, you're just alone with your thoughts. Your phone is in your backpack. You don't even think about it. No music, and it's just peaceful. You wake up really early. I've been experimenting with waking up at 4 a.m. and it's been working amazingly. And you just wake up, you're alone, you don't respond to anybody, bro. That's so beautiful. The fucking shorts that people are making about like the villain arc and like working on themselves and like the fucking music, these types of videos. Like I would love to get that vibe from like to have that vibe in real life as well, without the edits, without the music, just me with my thoughts, seen from like a third person perspective, like a bird's eye view, and just I associate it with darkness because when it's light, you see everything, everyone sees you, but when it's darkness and you're walking on that dark alley, it's just you and yourself. There's nobody else around you. You're just you with yourself and your thoughts. If it's daylight, it doesn't have the same mood. It doesn't have the same feeling. Like, of course, you walk from school to home. In broad daylight, there are hundreds of people that are walking past you, people that are socializing. They're not like, they don't have as many clothes. But in the winter, it's a totally different story. The sun comes out at like 8 a.m. and it goes down at like 4 p.m. The sun is barely out. You don't even see the sun while you're in school because you have to pay attention in school. You don't get any sunlight. So you go to school or work if you go to work. You go to school in darkness. You sit there. It's maybe some light, but most of the light comes from the lights above you, the artificial lights. And then you go home in darkness. And there's not that many people. A lot of people are either at work or already home. A lot of people are in their cars. And there's just something beautiful about being alone. And I'm not like talking about disappearing like in the suicidal sense. I'm not suicidal. But I'm just romanticizing the feeling of being alone. And I don't know if I'm the weird one. I don't know if I'm the only one that thinks like this. You might relate to this. Do I look weird? You might relate to this. And there's something special about the winter that I never saw when I was growing up. Like, my perception of winter when I was growing up was, oh, the holiday season, Santa Claus presents, the Christmas atmosphere. But that was kind of it. And after that, depression, darkness, and that emptiness feeling, that feeling of being alone. That's how I saw Christmas. After like 14, I would say. Before 14, I would just be it will be all about the Christmas. It will be all about the presents, the Christmas atmosphere. And then after that, yeah, maybe some school here and there, and maybe some like uh, snowmen and like snow related activities. When we were little, we had no shits to give, bro. We just didn't care about anything. But after you like get a bit more older, you have this self-awareness. You start to worry more about everything. You stop enjoying things so much, you stop having so much fun. Fuck, I keep looking at myself and I see I'm such a weirdo, bro. You just can't have fun after. I mean, you can have fun, but after an age, something just changes. You transform into being an adult. And the way I was seeing adulthood was grogginess, depression, anxiety, going from 8 a.m. to 4 p.m. to work, darkness, feeling alone, having that emptiness inside of you, having that hole inside of you. It wasn't, I wasn't having like the not flashbacks, the like ideas, the images of successful people. Like you know how successful people are living. Like they don't go to a job. They just they're working, but they're having fun while doing it. They have fun. And when I was little, I wasn't seeing that fun part. I was seeing just the working and being depressed part. And that just made it feel so bad. That made me feel so bad about that made me feel bad about growing up, especially. And when is the best time to feel alone and depressed and alone and just have that like emptiness inside of you? When it's Christmas time. I mean, not specifically Christmas time. Of course, it's nice to bond with your family and see all these people. But after Christmas, after you see all of your family, after that Christmas break and shit, everyone else goes back to their lives, and you just kind of left alone. And after 14, I was getting insanely, insane amount of like depression and like this bad feeling from winter because one, there wasn't enough sunlight. I wasn't getting enough sunlight. Most of the time that the sun was out, I was in school. I was inside of a like prison, so I couldn't get the sunlight. I couldn't get vitamin D. And most of my days in winter, I would just go to school, socialize with my shit classmates, go back, and by the time I was going back, or not really, I was going back while there was a bit of sun left outside. But I would just go out. Bro, I got a flashback from when it was snowing once. I was in like a building in my apartment, and yeah, I do have brothers, but I was little at that time, and I had a sister. I still have a sister. I have a sister that's 4 years younger than me. And when I was at that age, I can't remember the age exactly, but I was in the apartment that I remember, and I wanted to go outside. It was snowing, and it was like 5 p.m. and it was dark. It was like midnight dark. It was really dark outside, but I saw it was snowing, and I wanted really bad to go outside to play in the snow. I wanted to like have fun while it's snowing. It wasn't. It hasn't slow. It like fuck. I forgot my tenses. It it didn't snow for a long time that period. So it was the first snow in like a few weeks. And I was proper excited. I wanted to go outside, but my sister didn't want to go. And of course, yeah, she was younger, she was small, and she didn't want to go. So I went alone. And bro, there was nobody outside. It was like 5 p.m., 6 p.m. It was snowing like really hard. And I just went outside and I was playing by like those street lights that like the roads have. I was playing by one of those, and I was just making like snow angels. I was making snowmen. I was just throwing like random snowballs everywhere. And yeah, I was having fun, but I felt alone, even though I didn't like understand that feeling at that time. I still remember one particular time where I was exhausted from like all that movement because I was just throwing stuff around. I was throwing snow in the air and shit. And I just laid down, looked up. Snow was getting into my eyes and on my face. And I just felt calmness. I felt calm, but alone. And it sucked. I felt like this empty void inside of me. And immediately after that, I went home. And that alone feeling remained there for a while. And after 14, it got bigger and bigger. Because most of my friends, most of the people I was socializing with, were from school at that time. Even though, yeah, they were low quality friends, I was still socializing that way and I felt connected that way. But during winter, we had that like winter break that was 3 weeks long, and I didn't have deep connections with people during like out of school. Of course, I was socializing during school, during specifically like classes. But after the bell rang, we would all get home and forget about each other. And that's why I associated this alone feeling with like this winter period. Because one, no sunlight, more depression, all these bad thoughts. But two, the people that I was in contact with, I was only speaking to, I was only socializing to them during school. And in winter, had we didn't have much school. Either there was too much snow and the schools were closed, or we were in break. We didn't have that much school. And that's why I like associated this disappearing feeling with winter. And I think it's the best time for it. Because in winter, there's a lot of breaks. There's not much drive to be outside because it's cold. Most people don't like the cold. You can't really do much outside because it may be snowing, it may be raining. The weather is all messed up and shit. There's not much sun outside, so you can't really do anything. That's why I believe that the winter is the best time to work on your goals. By the time you're seeing this, I've already posted the winter guide. And after I was done with it, bro, I felt so fucking motivated to do it. I felt so like I felt like that needed to be done. I made the video, yeah. I made the video for everyone else, but I did the things that I said in the video as I was speaking about them. I wrote on the list my goals. And bro, it suddenly clicked. Why don't I follow my own advice? Why am I talking about doing this, but me not follow it? And it made sense. It instantly made sense after a video. So after I was finished with filming it, I genuinely felt that void inside of me, but in the best way possible. I felt like this motivation, like, how do I explain this? I felt this motivation to be alone and disappear from everybody, to not respond to anybody. And sorry. And I wouldn't consider myself really social, but I really value social connections. I'm not extroverted at all. I'm introverted. I love to socialize, but for once in my life, I felt the need to just cut everyone off and to focus only on myself for a few months, this winter season. To not even care about anything else, only YouTube. Of course, on that list I wrote 3 things, but I felt the need to just work on one. I felt the need to focus specifically on one goal because I know that that's the only way you make the biggest amount of progress. You focus only on one thing and one thing only. If you focus on 2, you instantly have to split your attention in 2. You have to lose so much brain power deciding, oh, should I work on this or should I do this? Should I go to the gym today or should I edit videos? It's so much more complicated. And it's so much easier if you just pick one goal. And that's what I've been feeling, bro. I felt a need to disappear, and not like suicidal. I'm not like doing the thing, just disappearing and focusing on the thing that matters the most. Focusing only on what I feel is important, because I want to make progress into my business. I want to make progress at my business. I want to grow. I want to help thousands of people. I want to help you that is watching this right now. I want to help these people. I feel this need of helping as many people as I can. And I feel so fulfilled when I film a video like this. I feel so fulfilled when I finish editing a video and thinking, oh, somebody will actually get some knowledge out of this. Somebody will change their lives after watching this. And I feel so, so grateful of that. I feel so much happiness and fulfillment. And I just realized that, yeah, that's what it takes to grow. That's what it takes to become the best. You just need to put 100% of your attention and your brain points to that. That's it. That's why I've been considering disappearing. And I think you can relate to the feeling that I told you about. The feeling of driving alone on an empty road, just you and yourself and your empty thoughts. Not your empty thoughts, just you, yourself, and your thoughts. And I feel so. I can't even explain the feeling. I feel like motivated, and I feel like romanticizing. Just, I genuinely know the path I will be walking home. Like, centimeter by centimeter, I know the full path, and I know that I'm gonna take that path. How many times? 60 times, maybe over 100 times this winter. And I know that most of them will be in total darkness. And I feel so much, bro, I don't even know the word for it. I feel so. I have a feeling that I can't explain. I hope you kind of resonate with what I'm saying, even though it makes no sense. And if you feel the way I'm feeling, I highly recommend doing as I'm doing. Just focusing autistically on one thing only and disappearing from everybody. And I've been thinking about not disappearing from everybody. I still have a person that I truly believe that will be extremely beneficial to my growth. Another person that's on the same path as me, that has the same goals as me. If you have a person like that, if you've considered doing this, and you have one person that you're thinking of, that you 100% know that if you keep in your life during this season, they will help you. You're 100% certain that they will help you, that they will not drag you down, that they will just boost you. If you're certain of that, keep them in your life. Keep them alongside you during this season. Talk to them, but not as often as you think. Of course, yeah, still speak to them. But I've been thinking, imagine if I stop talking with everybody. Imagine if I only speak with one person. And imagine if I allowed myself to speak to that person every single hour, every single minute of the day. Then it would become instant gratification. They wouldn't help me as much. So, if you're considering this, and you're considering having somebody nearside you, maybe consider talking with them less. Maybe consider just doing one 10-minute call at the end of the day, and that's your conversation for the day. Maybe consider it. That's just one idea. Think of it, bro. If you want to learn more about like this winter arc, I went more into detail, and maybe it will give you the same feeling that I've gotten after I was done filming the video. Maybe it will be the last push that you need to achieve your goals. Maybe it will be one of those. Thank you for watching, bro. See you later. Mwah.